Hey, what up everyone? I'm Sinnycool, and this is Gems of War. And today we're going to be going over the spoilers for the upcoming week of September 11th, 2023. We're doing it live. It's going to be a little bit clunky because I can't bring up the spoilers on the screen. This is on PlayStation right now. I guess I could have done my old new account playthrough and figured it out like that, but it's kind of a last minute thing, so I'm sorry about this. But we can discuss it. It's live, so as I say spoilers, you can say stuff in the chat and we could talk about it. Or, you know, I'm going to do it up front, by the way, so if you're watching this after the fact, it's not going to be super deep into the stream or anything, maybe like 5 minutes into the stream at most. So we'll go over the spoilers, then we'll go ahead with our normal live stream after that. I'll try to go through them briskly. And then if we want to discuss it a little bit more, we could do that after. Trying to make sure I got everything set up here. This. I had a real busy week. I know, like, Crimea River type of stuff, but kids starting school has really... Because everything else starts up at the... Like, school starts, you have to do a bunch of stuff to get prepared for that. And I have 4 kids, right? So that's a lot. Not 2, not 1, not 3, not 1 in the house and 1 outside the house, not 2 in the house and 1 outside the house. No, 4 of them. Yeah. And then, you know, you got to get prepared for school to start. And then after it starts, other things start. And that happens after school. And you're like, super busy. Alright, is that... Okay, on... I do not want to let YouTube insert mid-rolls, because I'm going to put it... or maybe I will, but I'll put it real low. I'm going to go conservative. Lower earning potential, less interrupted viewer experience. So if you get an ad, sorry, but it's as low as I can set it. I'm not trying to be greedy here. We don't usually make, you know, we don't usually count on ads for live streams. So I got that. Let me change the thumbnail here. Even though I don't really have a good one. Hopefully y'all can hear me. Ebony's here, Mike's here, Sane's here. What up? That was easy. That was quick. 3 people. Woo! No, I'm just kidding. Hi, good morning. How's everyone doing? Says Ebony. Mike, is it Weiss or Weiss, man? You gotta tell me. Weiss or Weiss? There's an I first. I'm gonna say Weiss until you tell me otherwise. Sane says, hey there, Cinny and Sinner, and of course, all lurkers. Yeah, shout out to the lurkers, man. They don't get enough credit, the lurkers. It's like the forgotten few, but they really help everything. So shout out to the lurkers out there. I've been there. I do that. I know how it is. You don't always want to chat. Might say something stupid, you know, like, you think you're going to. I don't think you're going to, but I've been somewhere, I've been at a stream before, I'm like, if I type this thing, it might sound stupid, and I don't want to type nothing. I just won't type anything. I just woke up, I'm not typing stuff. We got this. Okay, let me get into the chat. How's everybody doing? Y'all can hear me? It's German? Okay. Weiss? I don't know what my last name is. I don't know what... I'm technically... Well... Anyway. My dad was adopted, so... My dad that I never see was adopted, so my ancestry is a mystery. I could be anything. Except for the one side, of course. I know my mom's. Wisa? Oh my goodness. Mike Wisa. Alright, man. So I've been saying it wrong no matter how I say it. I've been wrong every single time. You think you're doing it, you're like, I'm on the fence here. I'm saying it both ways. I gotta be right one way or the other. But then I was wrong every single try. Wisa. Alright, man. We got lots of mics, so that's the only reason. And I hope our stream does okay here. It's like loading on my screen, which isn't great. It could be my laptop. And sorry for the nothing happening on the screen. My bad. It's probably going to be like that. Oh my... Guess I didn't restart the day. I barely played yesterday, y'all. Alright, here we go. Tribute. We should have new... Unless I did these this morning. Still loading. Did I do these this morning? No. See? Didn't think I did. Let's start with this. Rune Priest, leveling it up. Rowan. And we'll do spoilers very shortly. This is going to be one of those things like, I'm trying to play, but I'm also trying to read the spoilers, so it's not going to be super smooth. So there may be like nothing going on the screen for a minute. Does the stream sound seem fine to y'all, like the video? I already confirmed the audio. The video's okay though? It's like buffering on my laptop, which doesn't mean anything. Something I want to check on. Alright, everybody hit the like. I'd really appreciate it. We've been having some meanie stinkerheads doing the opposite. I don't know why, all of a sudden. On videos where I don't even say anything controversial. Which I have been known to say stuff where I would expect somebody to hit the other way. But it was like in a 7-minute video where I'm just showing teams and nothing else happened. So I don't get it, but it is what it is. I noticed, and that's what they wanted. That's what they wanted. I noticed. So, and I should have just ignored it, but it was a little bit more than usual. Which, of course, I get 1 or 2 all the time. Alright, spoiler time. Let's go. I should have took that extra turn. What an idiot. Mistakes were made. It's okay, though. It's adventure board. I just made it take longer for myself. Anya's here. Livewire. Chad. Seems fine. Okay. Thank you. Alright, let's say hi to everybody first, and then we'll get into the spoilers. Come on, stupid. Come on, stupid. Alright. Alright, we got Ebony, we got Mike, Wisa, we got Sane. It's kind of like Sane, but it's Wisa, Sane. Maybe I'm saying Sane wrong, too. Chad is here with the 2. Thank you so much. Running out there. He says, today, we are not just going to be in the train station, pumping our fist, and then getting eaten alive. We're going to run out there and give it a shot. We're going to try. Then DC's like, of course we are, and he runs out there with them to help out. Grabs that rag and starts getting to work. I did something stupid to my chat. Hold on. Resetting it. What is up with this? It's so stupid looking. Sauna? Sauna? Okay, sauna. Like you're in the sauna? Like you're getting all sweaty in the sauna? I guess nobody says it right then, because I've heard other people say your name. That's funny. I'm glad it's not just me. You guys need to correct me more. Don't let me say your name wrong all the time. I correct you guys about my name. Supernova's here. Sauna? I'm going to remember that easily because like you're in the sauna. Getting sweaty. Alright, I think I said hi to everybody. DC, of course. Supernova. Zone of a Kind, 88. How's it going? Good to see you. Anya. Anya's going to say it's Anja. Everybody's going to tell me their name is completely different than I said. It's Ebony Broen. It's Mike Wisa. It's Sana. It's Odd. It's Decanuded 327. We got Soupy Nuvi 030. It's not 0, it's O. We got Anja, because why would it be Anya? We got X Oni of a Kind. We got Rane Man. We got Creasp P Urpus. What up, Crisp, dude? Chris Purpose got 1K subs, everybody. Celebrate good times, oh yeah. Give that man a congratulations. Congratulations to Criaspi Pupers. You got 1K subs, baby. That's a big milestone because you get monetized at 1K. As long as you have that watch time. Which you do so many live streams, I doubt you don't have the watch time. I think you have it. Because that's a ticket. That's the way you get the watch time. You do live streams. And you don't even... Usually that's the advice you give to somebody. They're like, yo, I got 1K. I'm trying to get monetized. How do I get these watch hours? And usually the advice is do live streams. But you already do that. So I think you already have it. I think you already have it. But if not, it's coming very soon, I would say. Yeah. It takes a minute, though. If you're even gonna get monetized, you gotta, like, decide that you want to. If you decide you want to get monetized, it does take a minute, so... You'll, like, apply. It'll take 2 or 3 months. It might be different now. I got monetized, like, 3 or 4 years ago. I don't know. Wow, it's been like probably 3 or 4. I got like a little. They can send you a paper in the mail. That's what I. You know how that people have their plaques when they get a certain amount of subscribers, they get a plaque. Well, they sent me a paper in the mail, and I hung that up. They sent me a paper in the mail that says you now get paid by Google, basically. And I hung that up. Now I can't find it. It's not hung up anymore. It's not like I treasure it or anything. It's somewhere. But yeah, once you get monetized, they'll send you a paper in the mail. It says, congratulations, like... But it's not crazy. It's not like a plaque. It's like a piece of paper that they printed out. And they changed the name on it. From... Sinnycool to Crisp Purpose, you know? So hopefully you got the watch time and everything. Just stick to lady, yeah. It's coffee time. Where's pizza time? It's coffee time, it's pizza time. Just kidding. Alright, let me get these spoilers started. I hate doing it like this to y'all, but I am running out of time. It's Sunday. Alright, here we go. PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. Weekly event spoilers for the week of September 11th, 2023. You get to hear it live instead of pre-recorded. You know, the difference between live and pre-recorded is very small. There's not much of a difference. I don't do like a million takes. I first take 90-something% of the time. I'm never redoing pre-records. You'll have people out there recording videos... And I bet you they do like 20 takes of everything. Me, 1 take. 1 take. I'm like a rapper that goes in the booth and just freestyles. Let's see. September 11th. This is for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. And where does it start? What? Okay. We go to Underspire, of course. I don't know why that's always first, but it's a Darkstone week. We got Tower of Doom and Guild Wars. Guild Wars next week. Do those Sentinels? Do those Sentinels? Do those defense teams? Man, that reminds me. I was supposed to do something special for this Guild Wars. Kind of snuck up on me. It's poopy. I was going to go get my Paragons teams. I might still have time. I got 2 days. I got a day and a half to at least go get that first team. So Guild Wars, Tower of Doom is Doom of Darkness, so we got purple. Purple teams, your purple Guild Wars team. Purple Secra. Purple, yeah. Secra or your purple Guild Wars team. If you don't want to like wait till the video comes out, I would do a Secra team or your purple Guild Wars team. I'm trying to think of more purple stuff, but those are the 2 that jumped out first thing. Faction Assault Tuesday is All-Seeing Eye. Wednesday, Pet Rescue is Shrunken Head. Thursday, class event is Plague Lord. Friday, we have Arena. Our 2 favorite events, right? Guild Wars and Arena. I can hardly keep my panties on. They keep on, like, falling down to my knees and stuff, but I keep jerking them back up. Because I'm so excited, I just want to whip them around over my head. But I keep jacking them right back up when they fall to my knees, because at Guild Wars, that arena, I just get so excited, I can't contain myself. What do we got here? We got Dungeon. So that's your week. You got Tower of Doom and Guild Wars. Tower of Doom is purple, so purple teams. Faction Assault Tuesday is All Seeing Eye. Pet Rescue Wednesday is Shrunken Head from Darkstone. Class Event Thursday is Plague Lord. Friday you got Arena. Then we have Darkstone this week, so let's check that out. Sorry it's not on screen. It is what it is. See if I can get it perfect though. Yeah, boy! Perfect. I don't know why I'm so amped up this morning. Sorry about that. I'm sure it'll make for an interesting live stream, though. Already talking about taking my panties off. Here we go. Alright, we got Darkstone. So the troops that will be in the event key drop table are... I'll say them all, because that's what I do, and I know it's probably annoying, but it's alright. I'll let you know if there's any good stuff in here. It also helps me to say them all, so now it, like... helps me, Darkstone. Now I know all these troops are from Darkstone. Whenever somebody's like hemming and hawing on their live stream about what troop is it, it's this, I'm always like, I shout it out. Forenza! I'm like, I already know. I should go on Jeopardy for Gems of War. Alright, we got Anointed One, Bael, Blind Guardian, Carmina, Consort of Darkness, Corrupt Sorceress, Corrupt Troll, Dark Master, Dimtraxia, Executioner, Giant Toad, Grows the Undefeated, Hag, Horned Hag, Magnus, Merchant Prince, Mother of Darkness, Night Hag, Scion, Remnant, Sea Troll, Shadow Beast, Sister Ebony, Sister of Nightmares, Sister of Shadows, The Possessed King, Thrall, Troglodyte, Umbraxis, Watcher, and Yarrow. What jumped out at me there? Probably the Possessed King. Thrall. Used to be Mother of Darkness, but no longer because of the Night Spider and the web gems and all that. Now she got nerfed. They didn't nerf her, but they nerfed the thing that makes her do her thing. If you know what I mean. So, the Possessed King is okay. He's not, like, top 10 or anything. He used to be way back in the day. I'm playing with him right now on the screen. But don't let that fool you. He's not a must-have. He's not a top 10. But yeah, Thrall's there. If you don't have Thrall, let's say you're a super early beginner and you got some event keys and you want to throw 50 of them to try to get Thrall, that'd be cool. I think you can get Thrall. Can you get a... Yeah, you can get everything from the kingdom, so you could get Thrall. So have you seen everybody talking about Thrall? And for some reason you don't know, you don't have it? I don't even care if they beat me here because I can just try again. Which I don't know if they will or won't. It's very close. It's a close battle. I think I got it though. Got it. Gonna get this perfect. Alright, so yeah, Thrall and the Possessed King. Otherwise, Consort of Darkness I don't like, and I don't recommend. Magnus is okay, but nothing you need to throw event keys for. We're talking about stuff you would throw your event keys for. And yeah, Possessed King or Thrall. If you don't have Thrall for some reason, throw like 50 event keys. The Possessed King, if you're super excited about the Skull Waterfall team, this is the only team I use him on, so don't let it fool you. I don't use him all the time. But you will see me using him. Here he is. Also, Darkstone is a magic kingdom. I know people love to say that. The technically guy in the comments will always say, it's a Darkstone. That's a magic kingdom. So, I'll say it for you, so you don't have to say it. It's a Magic Kingdom, guys. Technically. So, Possessed King is a little bit better because of that. The tiebreaker goes in his favor. Doesn't mean it makes him a top 10 or a top 20, but if you ever have a tiebreaker, the fact that he's from a Magic Kingdom, the tiebreaker goes in his favor. And that's it, though. Doesn't make him a must-have. Alright, weapons. These will be in the Soul Forge. A Theme of Shadows, Black Manacles, Blood Drinker, Chalice of Eyes, Dark Sword, Doomed Ring, Doomed Runestones, Essence of Evil, Idol of Darkness, Jar of Eyes, Nisha's Skull, Screaming Tome, Scythe of Corruption, Soul Trap, and Spellfire. I don't think you can get any of those in the Soul Forge, though, like the good ones. Essence of Evil is Plague Lord's weapon. Black Manacles is a mastery weapon. Jar of Eyes. Maybe Jar of Eyes. I always forget. I get Jar of Eyes confused with something else all the time. So if any of them are going to be there, it might be Jar of Eyes, and that's a good weapon. I like it. It might be more important than the Possessed King. People will use other things instead of the Jar of Eyes, but the Jar of Eyes has a nice summon. It has a nice summon on it. Everything it summons is good except for like one thing, maybe. And the thing that's not good has another summon, so you just make yourself more beefy. All-Seeing Eye is good troops. You won't use them outside of that, but that weapon is good. Makes an Ice Storm. It used to be one of the only ways to make an Ice Storm besides, like, Skatey. But now, there might be other ways. Alright, this. Took me a second. It's a good way to make an Ice Storm if you're looking for an Ice Storm. It has a summon on it too, and it has a giant explosion. It's a good weapon. People will put in like Obsidian Libram instead, just to be bougie, and it's a newer weapon. You know, the Wand of Stars, probably bougie, newer. But good old Jar of Eyes is still really good. Don't you forget it. But that's it for the weapons. Jar of Eyes, take a look for it. I'm not 100% sure, but I think like the Chalice of Eye, I don't know, is the weird All-Seeing Eye weapon. So that's what's going on next week as far as events go. That is Darkstone, Event Key Drop Table, and Weapons in the Soul Forge. So let's go check out the new troops for PC, Mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation for the upcoming week of September 11th, 2023. On Monday, we got Sea Hag from Darkstone. I admit that in the past, I've been nasty. Arcane Skull, base rarity Epic, troop type Merfolk Mystic, troop role Warlock. It's on the thumbnail. So I can't show you on the screen, but it's on the thumbnail, so you can go look at it if you want to. And there's only 2 new troops, so you're only missing out on seeing 1 troop, and it's just a tarot card. And the weapons, do you really care about looking at the weapons? It's usually a general, a sword. Sword that looks the same as the last sword. Or like a wand. But yeah, Sea Hag, she has, looks like seaweed for hair. She's got a bunch of bone jewelry. She's holding a nasty staff with a bunch of like fungus or mushrooms on it or something. She's got long nails. She's green. She's like a witch. She's got a big nose. She's got green skin. She has a tore up bluish green blue dress, I guess. Whoa! Her dress is tore a lot in the crotchal region. Be careful there, Sea Witch. Looks like you got excited about, what were you talking about earlier? Oh, Arena and Guild Wars. It looks like she got super excited about Arena and Guild Wars, if you catch my drift. 'Cause her dress is tore up down there in the crotch region, so you can see everything. She got excited about Arena and Guild Wars, and we're seeing the after effects of that. Anyway, enough about a witch's crotch. Let's move on. Alright, also on Monday, September 11th, from Blackhawk, we have the Hanged Man. Wisdom, Discernment, Sacrifice, Arcane Stoic, Base Rarity, Legendary, Troop Type Construct, Troop Roll Support. It is not what you think. It's a guy, it might be a dude, it's a dude, I think. It says man. It's Hanged Man. But it looks like he has titties. But he's upside down. So maybe it's just his awesome pecs, like Fabio. And he's wrapped around, like he has a rope around his waist and his arms. Not his giraffe. Not his, you know. He's not doing that kind of hanging. He's just hanging out upside down around his waist and he has boobs. I got a perfect run here, everybody. Isn't that exciting? If your panties weren't already off, they should be now. Oh, some diamonds. That's why you reveal the rest of them, even if you get a perfect... Even if you're annoyed and you get all traps, make sure you reveal all of them, because you might get some resources. And I'm going to buy the Dragonite, so we're going to be... Oh, buy the Diamantina in 733 Dragonite. Free to play, 0 VIP. That's, I know, like everybody else already has it. That matters. Not that matters, sorry. Everybody else already has it. Like, scratch the that matters part. But for me, totally free to play, 0 VIP, never spent a penny on the game to get it. Very soon, I think that's, I'm celebrating. Just shows that you can do it. But it also shows how much longer it takes. It's like months. You gotta be willing to wait 6 months for something. And now I need 673 Dragonite. And I get it. Let's go look, just to see that I'm not lying. Right there. Got the ring. Got the souls, of course. Why is it only 1,000 souls? But yeah, I need the Dragonite. And that's it. So we're down to the wire. Alright, so we did Adventure Board, we did the dungeon. We are on the Hanged Man on the spoilers, which is... create 2 booty gems. There's a 7% chance of an extra turn for each blue gem on the board. Draw the Hanged Man is the name of the spell. A mana color is blue. Trait number 1 is Inscribed. Trait number 2 is Revered. Trait number 3 is Good Tarot. Grant a random status effect to a random ally when an ally casts a spell. That's the only 2 troops. So, Sea Hag. Did I not say her spell? Sorry about that. Tidal Curse. Drain 7 mana from an enemy, then convert all blue gems into curse gems. So, all blue gems into brown. She uses brown. But her traits are poop. I was too busy talking about her not wearing panties that I forgot to say the spell. And she's the shiny troop, another one to save up on. Don't open your shiny keys. Drain mana from an enemy, then convert all blue gems into curse gems. I mean, she could be okay. But you're looking to shiny some sort of loopy journey troop, not Sea Hag. But yeah, that's the new troops. 2 new troops. I think I messed up a little bit there, but oh well. Alright, let's look at the weapons now. I did dungeon, I did adventure board. I'll catch up in the chat, by the way. I'm just trying to get these spoilers knocked out. It's in the paid campaign. Patience and time always wins the day, says Rain Man. Still got my 2 XPs there. I think I missed one. I'm gonna grab this crap. Keep it nice and clean with my XPs. Oh, I should look at that too. 5 PvP battles. Let's go do that while we finish the spoilers up. Might lose to Queen Beatrix. Alright, on Monday, September 11th, 2023, from Darkstone, we're getting the Doomed Ring. Rarity Doomed, weapon type Jewelry. Weapon roll support. It's just a purple ring. Mana color purple, mana cost 18. Spell is Give 2 magic to all allies, +1 per tempering level. Give magic +2 armor to purple allies. If the enemy has a doom, gain 10 attack. It has gain 4 life. It has give 1 mana to all allies. It has gain 10 gold. It has enchant myself and drain 2 mana from purple enemies. And that's the only new weapon is the Tower of Doom purple ring you will get in the shop as you're buying up potions. I'll click on classes just in case, nothing there. I'll click on kingdoms just in case. Still says midnight on December 11th. It said that for so long. They're probably gonna change it when we get closer to December. Pets, nothing. I don't think, right? No pets. So max kingdom power. I'm kind of glad I did the spoilers on the live stream because there really isn't much going on. It's gonna be a busy week, but not too much new stuff. So my spoiler video probably would have been Dookie. It's already kind of been. If you guys look at the Steam charts, I know I always bring that up, but we're at the lowest point in the last 5 years. I made a video called Is Gems of War Dying or whatever. I made like 2 videos about it. And I went over the Steam charts, and it's even worse now than then. The average players has never dipped this low in the last 5 years. In the last 22 months, there's only been 5 months where they gained players. Now, I know it's an older game, it's however many years old, and you're supposed to go down in viewers, but I'm just letting y'all know the facts here. And I gotta be on top of that stuff. I gotta start talking about it before it's like a super big problem, so I can shift gears. I'm not gonna like stop playing this game or stop making videos, but I gotta keep it in mind that it's the lowest amount of average players right now in the past 5 years. And that's the last 30 days. That's not like, oh, it's only the last 2 weeks, 3 weeks. It's the last 30 days, average players. The least, and this is Steam chart, so just the biggest, the place where the most people play, you know, PC, mobile. It might just be PC, but it's where the most people play. Maybe mobile's where the most people play, but it's one of the biggest. It's the least. It's not a PlayStation chart. It's not an Xbox chart. It's not a Switch chart. All right, let me catch up in the chat. Or wait, let's finish up the spoilers because we just got a Kingdom Power. On the 11th, Blackhawk Kingdom Power goes to 27, and Darkstone Kingdom Power goes to 28. So no soft caps, but if you're at the tippy top of the game and you're getting all those Kingdom Powers right when they come out, you got 2 more to get. Get a little bit of tribute or something, a little bit percentage of tribute or some extra gold or something like that. Get excited. Alright, so that's the spoilers for PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation. I'm going to have to do Switch as well, but we'll do it in a little bit. Let's live stream for a bit here. Let me catch up in the chat. If you're on Switch, sorry, I'll get to you in a minute. I'm way behind in the chat. Alright, so we had Chad, he ran out there, you know. Then we had DC trying to help out. They're both like, we don't want to just be hanging out in the station like last time. That was boring. And we knew it was coming the whole time. And then we just looked, you know, we're just standing there and they just jumped on us and tackled us and ate us up. It's pretty crazy. And then at the end, I think some people like did some karate and ran away. But you know how it goes. Like the clock counts down. And the further in we get, the more there are, and it's harder to fight them off. So if you jump out there and you get on there and you start it up and you move and you go, like you're running away early and you're putting some distance between y'all. If it's at the very end, it's hard to fight back because they're already there, they're already converging. You can like do a bunch of karate real quick and run away for like 5 minutes or something, but they're still gonna get you. It's kind of like a vibe. Yeah. Alright, I gotta catch up on a lot of chat now. Let's do another PvP fight. Sane gifted, thank you very much. you are the third person to run out there, and usually the three of y'all can get it started up, and you start the engine, you're revving it up, you're telling everybody else, like, come on out here, you know, we're revving it up, we're making noise. Parking lot DJ, Taylor Swift. So you're letting everybody know, hey, it's time to go. We're blowing smoke for the visuals. We're revving the engine for the audio cue. And we're playing some Taylor Swift super loud. No drawers party, says Rain Man. Super Devil says I use the Possessed King in Invasion to make my team super loopy, super easy invasion. Jar of Eyes is good. Ooh, Chad's on vacation. Her spell is crotch rot. Patience always wins the day. Anthony, Hanged Man is on a paid campaign, though. Yep. Press that like button, please. Yep. Alright, wasn't like a super lot of chat to catch up on. So that's cool. Rayman says we are still waiting on 7.1 update. Hopefully all those wonderful bugs are being fixed thanks to you fine folks testing it out for us. Yeah, I think Switch is a sneaky, good platform to play on. I heard that a lot of people are like leaving Switch because you guys can see the future. I don't know, but you also get to be like we get to see all the bugs and be the beta testers, and then Nintendo Switch gets it and it comes out right instead of with all the bugs and stuff. DC says, have they fixed the Exalted Pass Plus on PlayStation? Are they worried about missing out on the pay-to-winners monies? I don't know. I could check it. Let's check it after this battle. But we're out there revving the engine, pumping our fists. I gotta get this Switch spoilers in here. Let's play a couple PvP battles to get this these chores done. Because the best way to get glory is to play PvP battle. Is that what it's asking anyway? I don't know. Sometimes it asks for go get glory. It might have just said play PvP. I already forget. Oh yeah, just win. So you could probably not even do ranked. You could do just regular. Casual. It doesn't say do ranked. It just says do whatever. I'll do ranked though. Hey, Dr. Mop Sister's birthday coming soon. Happy early birthday if I miss it. Everybody say happy birthday to Dr. Mop Sister. She's been around a long time. Always makes me happy to see her here. Shout out to Woofy. Let's see. Yellow, brown, green. Don't you dare, Chalcedony. Oh, she might do it. This happens sometimes. This is PvP for you. This is why it's so exciting and fun. Alright. It's also fun, though, to beat a team like this, where they're trying to loop you to death and be that sweaty wrestler guy. It's also fun to smack them around a little bit. They're not all constructs either, so this is just kind of like a dummy. They don't understand the game yet. They got a human knight with Chalcedony. Or, hey, it's defense on PvP, who cares? They could be doing that. But why put Chalcedony on your PvP defense don't care team? They're kind of half-stepping there. It looks like they kind of care, but they kind of don't. So I don't think they're doing it on purpose. I think they tried to do a Chalcedony. I think it is a dummy. And I don't mean to call anybody stupid. I'm sorry. I don't mean to. But they were trying to be an a-hole. So when somebody's trying to be an a-hole, you're allowed to call them stupid, right? Because they don't have the best intentions either. Alright, here's a firebomb. You always got to check on these, because you know how people are. Yeah, they got, look at that. See, look at this person. That's the sweaty wrestler right there. They're the worst kind, too. They're trying to fake you out. It's a fire bomb. They got 2 fire bombs. So you see a fire bomb, you're like, oh, it's going to be all 4 fire bombs. Let's go, baby. And if you have the free scouting, which most people do, it's just going to show up right there. You're going to know. But me, I'm totally free to play. I don't even have scouting. So I have to actually press a button to see their team. And, yeah. They're trying to be a jerk here. They got Orb Weaver. They can't be touched. They're going to start summoning spiders in and stuff as soon as these bombs blow up. And it's a sneaky team. It's sneaky because the people that don't scout are just going to see a firebomb. And the people that do scout, I don't know, maybe they're not smart enough to know that this is just going to bring in a bunch of spiders and be annoying. But you're not going to gain as much resources doing something like this as you would if you put the 2 firebombs here. Because then people will fight you, and you get more resources when people fight you. I'm not going to fight you. And now you don't get anything from me. So way to go. And that's why making a defend team like that is stupid. Because then people don't fight you. Because most people have scouting. You're not going to surprise anybody. And me, I scout every firebomb team now because of those kinds of people. So look what they just got for that. They got nothing. So does that not prove my point, like live on stream? Of you don't make a team like that for defense? Who cares if you win or don't win? Especially a team like that. Like, I understand if you're making like a, hey, let's see if this team can beat that team. I'm about to do Guild Wars. I'm going to try my purple team against a purple defend team. I'm going to set a purple defend team as my defense team. And then I'm going to run teams against it to see if I can... I understand that. But that wasn't that. That was just an a-hole sweaty wrestler guy that, for no reason. They're not testing anything there. They're trying to trick people. And that's what I don't like. Unless, hey, let me know. Let me know in the chat. Sometimes I'm wrong about stuff. I assume things a lot. We don't have it. Let's do this. We'll do switch spoilers very soon, sorry. Yellow into skull, brown into blue, or we get up next turn. Either way, let's do this. I'm an idiot. You don't even know what that emoji is? Looks like they're celebrating or something. Sneaky team or stinky team? Is that the same person? No, it's not the same person. I think I already got my thing. No, I got one more. Alright, one more, then we'll do the switch spoilers. Let's see this guy. There we go. So now let's give that person an honor, if we remember. Thank you very much, this guy. We don't want every single person to be just like you, but it's nice when you see them. When you're trying to get a task done for a chore and you don't even really want to play PvP, and then you come and you find a team like this, like, it's nice. I'm not trying to test myself in PvP right now. The game is forcing me to play PvP when I don't really want to. So when a person sets 4 firebombs like that, it's nice. You're putting the middle finger to the devs. Wouldn't you love to like give a middle finger to the devs? We'll set 4 firebombs for their stupid tasks that we don't want to do. That's your way to rebel against them. Just helps get it done faster. Nobody ever likes Dominator when they see it, so think about that the other way around. A person trying to get Dominator done, you set 4 firebombs on your PvP defend team. They run up against your team, and they're thankful. So what do you think whenever you see that task? You're like, why? PvP? Well, then make it easier for everybody else, and they'll also make it easier for you. And you can give a middle finger to the devs, like, screw your task. We're just going to do firebombs and get it done very quickly and easily. We're going to band together as a community and say, screw your stupid task. Everybody just set fire bombs. Do I not? Oh, I gotta wait till the end of the day to get that one. I'm gonna have 3 of them there. I should have 4, but I screwed up and didn't play the game one of the days or something. Anyway. Let's do Nintendo Switch spoilers. What else can I do on the screen while we're doing it? I did Dungeon. I got a perfect, by the way. I'm super close to free-to-play Diamantina. We did the tasks. I gotta do a lot of bounty, pretty much, I think. I haven't done very much bounty. Oh, I'm not too bad off. I thought I was way worse off. I guess I played more than I thought I did. Alright, let's do Nintendo Switch spoilers. Around the 46-minute mark, 47. If somebody wants to timestamp it after the video goes up. Alright, Nintendo Switch, what do you guys got going on? I know not a lot of people here play Switch, but if you can just hang in there for me, I'd really appreciate it. I'll try to do it quickly. Alright, Nintendo Switch, Monday, September 11th, 2023. Let's go. You got Underspire, you got Zaijin. Your world event is Zaijin. Your world event is Skull and Spell. It's called Gods Must Be Crazy. Faction Assault Tuesday is Amanithrax. We just had that, so you should be good. You can watch our stuff from a week or 2 ago. Or is it this week? It was recently. We had Amanithrax recently. That's all I know. Wednesday, Pet Rescue is Gobblekin from Zaijin. Class Event Thursday is Thief. Pretty good class, probably top 10. You guys also have Arena on the weekend. So, try to keep those panties on, I know. But yeah. So, World Event. You got Zaijin, which is a pretty good event key drop table and weapons in the Soul Forge. I'll read all the troops, and I'll let you know if any good ones are there. Black Beast, Boar Rider, Bomb Rider, Brian the Clucky, Brian the Lucky, Bugbear, Dynamite Goat, Fairy Godmother, Flaming Oni, Fun Dingus, Giant Toadstool, Goblet, Goblin Bomber, Goblin King, Goblin Rocket, Goblin Shaman, Goblin, Gorble, Hell Cackle, High King Iron Gut times a million, Hobgoblin, No Ben Brothers, Priest of Nilbog, Princess Fizzbang, Queen Grapplepot, Rogueling, Scavenger, Sir Snothelm, Slug Hoarder, Smashed Mouth, String Fiddler, The Fool, Toad Squeezer, and Turtle Cannon. So, of course, Flaming Oni and High King Iron Gut are the 2 right there, especially High King Iron Gut. He is a certified banger, top 5 mythic in the game, so if you've been saving event keys, you should be throwing them until you get them. Flaming Oni is also good. I like him. He is, top 20 mythic. And, yeah, but he's not like a certified banger top 5 mythic. He is a top 20 or so. So, throw your event keys until you get High King Iron Gut, basically, and if you already have him, then don't do that. Flaming Oni's worth, but, you know. Flaming Oni doesn't by himself make the kingdom. If you already have High King Iron Gut, you gotta take it down a notch. But if you don't have High King Iron Gut, you can throw all your event keys and you're not making a mistake until you get him. Weapons, Black Dagger, Boom Boom, Cauldron, Dagger of Zaijin, Doomed Breaker, Experimental Elixir, Face Stick, Flesh Ripper, Godmother's Wand, Gob Sticker, Hack Job, Javelin of War, Nerbert's Turnip, Pig Sticker, Rock Stabber, Skeleton Key, Tome of Spores. So get that Norbert's Turnip. It's good. It has an extra turn on it. It's good on Goblin teams. I like Gob Sticker too. Face Stick is okay sometimes. Not really worth like mentioning though, but I just mentioned it anyway. And Skeleton Key you get through Thief class, you don't get through the Soul Forge. So, mostly Norbert's Turnip. So, Norbert's Turnip and High King Iron Gut are your 2 targets, Nintendo Switch. Alright, what am I doing here? Let's do this. Troop spoilers for Nintendo Switch. Loading, loading, loading. On Monday, September 11th, 2023, from Zaijin, you're getting Priest of Nilbog. Only the God of Goblins would spell his name backwards. Oh, it's Goblin backwards, huh? Arcane Plains, base rarity, ultra rare. Troop type, Divine Goblin, troop roll support. His spell is Heal and Hide. Give magic +1 life to all allies and barrier all goblin allies. Gain an extra turn. Mana color yellow purple. Mana cost 13. Trait number 1 is Goblin Bond. Trait number 2 is Revered. Trait number 3 is Song of Nature. That's a Leaf Storm. Not good. We don't use him. He has an extra turn on him. He's a goblin, so he's never going to be bad. But you're not going to use him. And that's it. That's your Glory Shop troop, I guess. Weapon spoilers for Switch. Let's do this. You have nothing for weapons either. So your only new thing is that Nilbog guy. Clicking on classes just because. Spirit Walker, 1 day. It doesn't say when. Court of Foxes is your next thing at some point, maybe. And pet spoilers for Switch. Wednesday, September 13th, 2023, from Zaijin, you're getting Gobblekin. It's the little goblin picking his nose. Pet color green, effect troop type team bonus for goblins. And that's it. So that's your spoilers, Nintendo Switch. Max Kingdom Power, where is it? Right there. Zaijin Kingdom Power goes to 27, and that's all. You're not getting too much. Let's do this first. And then we'll do this. And then 37. We could probably kill with that. Let's do this first, though. Probably kill it with skulls. Save our spells. And then let's do this. Probably shoulda. Anyway. Always do this first, then do this. And they're almost dead. We actually have a bounty troop that's not... He's not good, but he's helpful to the team. You have a different... There's a whole spectrum of bounty captains. Some are completely useless and they're just a dingleberry hanging off the butt of your team. Some are like, oh, you cast them if nothing else is going on, type of useful. This guy, you kind of cast him quite a bit. But he's never going to be used outside of the bounty or anything. He's not a good enough bounty troop to be used in future bounties. And which is Tigraki. Like, Tigraki is, which is kind of like Corpse Mare. Corpse Mare is where you're probably never going to use him outside of bounty, but you're probably going to use him every single bounty. Tigraki is borderline, like, you'll use him every single bounty. He's like one of the best, he's the best damage dealer in bounty. But outside of bounty, just ever so occasionally, maybe some beginners, maybe. Same with Corpse Mare, really. And then Ogress, every single bounty and outside of bounty. She's a really good bounty troop. So this guy is not as good as anything else on this team. But he's not the worst captain ever to dingleberry the end of our team. You can cast him before you cast Ogress, and he doesn't hurt anything. Let's take brown or green or something. Here's green down here. Corpse Mare's getting up either way next turn, so here he is. Should have killed the Valraven. I don't know what I'm doing. I need those too. It's got 2 mana. Should I hit it with skulls or should I steal its yellow? And oh, I'm a skull bait, so I'm in a situation where I can't lose any Valravens, so I got to make this a high priority. So what I'm going to do is steal his yellow, and then he's going to skull. So I'm going to waste his turn and steal his yellow to make sure I don't lose it. See how he took a skull like I knew he's going to do that? And then I'm going to blow up his yellow and get some skulls in there. And then Ogress. This first, though. Could make an extra turn, too, sometimes. You might take a look. Now we do this. And we did not lose our Valraven, which is good. Because when you're doing, we're doing the Tesla thing, and I only bought up to 4 in the shop, so you don't want to lose Valravens. I think you can technically lose like 1, but you don't want to. You don't want to test it. So I coulda, if I lost that one, I probably still could have got all rewards, but I don't want to. As it gets close towards the end, not as close as you would think. It's not like this bounty you're going to be able to do it, but next bounty you're not going to be able to do it. You can do it every single bounty. Just don't be losing Vow Ravens. Because there's some like faction events where, oh, in this one I could do it for free, but in the next one I can't do it for free. I got to spend 30 gems. No. Bounty, it's every single time. You can do tier 4 in the shop. You can use Tesla all the way to 20, and then you can use your 4 bounty troop. As long as you do it right, you don't lose Vow Ravens. It works. It's like the 5th time I've tested it. There's also people out there saying if you buy up to tier 5, you can get it done on Saturday with Tesla. And there's also people out there using Tesla the entire time and like testing that for me. Which would really be a game changer, because if you just use Tesla from 1 to 20 and then you switch to your 4 bounty troops with the bounty captain, it only saves you like 15 minutes or something. But still, 15 minutes out of 2 hours is a chunk. Relatively a lot of time to save. You could take that 15 minutes and spend it elsewhere and get something else done. They keep adding to the game. Alright, let me get back to the chat. No problem, Rain Man. Appreciate you still watching them. Hey, Chad, that's a good defend team. Yeah, me too, dude. I'm revered also. I got revered super fast. Without really trying. I know that's probably annoying to hear, but just always being honest. Dr. Mop Sister says I bought up to 5 and used Tesla all but twice. I got all rewards with 1 to spare. Nice. So if it's worth it to you to buy up to 5, which doesn't really cost that much more, you can use it. You can make it way easier and get it done way faster. I'm all about saving the gems, so I'll probably keep doing it my way. But it's nice to know that you could do it that way too. I don't know if I'm going to do it like that always, because I'm having less and less time IRL, which is it's a factor in playing the game too. Like, how much gems do you have? How much gold do you have? How much souls do you have? What kind of guild are you in? Blah, blah, blah. Also, though, it's like, how much time do you have to play the game is another, like, resource that some people don't take into account. Which mine is getting smaller and smaller, that resource. Like, how much time I have every day for the game. So maybe I should spend up to tier 5 and get it done a little faster. Because not everybody can play the game for 3 hours a day. Some people only have like 1 hour a day and that's it. That's why I like to help people prioritize. In case you only have like 1 hour a day or something. I don't think it's gonna matter. Let's do this. Can't kill her with the skulls. Might as well do this. It's kind of a waste of time to take skulls on that. I forgot to cast Goblin. Just cast it now. Oops, wrong guy. Just take red. Red again. Skulls. Should we take skulls? If we take skulls, it's gonna knock off his armor. And we took him anyway. Cool. Let's do this. It's too slow without Tesla. I feel you on that. Remember when we weren't doing that? About probably, what, 6 months ago when we weren't doing Tesla? It was a slog. People said, oh, it don't take too long, but it was boring. It's the same battle every single time. With a team, you're like forced to use a certain slow Tigraki, Corpse Mare, Ogre. You're forced to use this team. And then you face the same enemy team every single time. It's nothing different. And then it takes 2 or 3 hours. Some people are kind of trying to say that the rewards aren't worth it anymore. Like, I still like the Major Orb of Chaos. 2 of them. That could be 2 best minions or best glories sitting there. And I know you can get them through the Underspire, but it costs 1,000 gems to get them through the Underspire. Not everybody has 1,000 gems every single week to go get those orbs. This is a little bit less. Like, you're going to do it anyway. But I guess the Underspire, it's guaranteed, so... But this is like another chance at them. You should never pass up chances at good stuff that you need. Vault Key, another orb, gems and diamonds, orb again, gem keys, gems and gem keys, gems, diamonds here. People need diamonds still, and there's diamonds in here. On top of everything else. But it's mostly the orbs people are looking at when they decide, am I gonna... And you gotta look at it before you collect it, not after. Because if you look at it after you collect it, you're gonna be like, oh, I got all green orbs, that was not worth it. But you had a potential, it's like free scratch-offs. Guess not free, but you could have won $20,000, but you won $20. It was the RNG, it's not... You could have won $20,000. You could have got the major minion and the major glory. You can't, if you don't shoot the ball, you can't make the shot. Rain Man says time is always an issue for me. 1 to 2 hour max most days. Some days it's log in, then log out. Dr. Mop says with Tesla, I also had 2 guard medals and the magic one, I forgot the name. Nisha. Alright, I think I'm almost done, y'all. Let me make sure I show everything, but we're teetering on the edge of annihilation. The purple. Oh, by the way, the chatathon is probably gonna be like the month is weird. The last day of the month's on a Saturday, and I have cheerleading and crap that day for my daughter, so I can't do the chatathon on Saturday. So the only other option would be do it on Friday, which most people probably work and stuff, or do it the weekend before that, which is going to be the 24th, I think, 23rd, 24th, somewhere around there. It's probably going to be on that Sunday, whatever that Sunday is that weekend. Because I also, like the Saturday, I probably have cheerleading. I know Sunday's not ideal, but and I don't even know what's going on that weekend. I know Vault Event's going on the very last weekend of the month, which would have been nice. And I tried to make it that Saturday, but a couple of things getting in my way that I can't reschedule. Not even me, like it's other people can't reschedule. Because stuff like that's very important to me. The chatathon's very important to me. I would reschedule other things if I could, but it's other people that can't reschedule other things. That might be one of the most important things. If that goes away, you know, that'd be a major blow to the channel. Like the only thing keeping me going sometimes. Oh, what do we got here? Let's do this. But most likely that's when, I'm just letting y'all know. I'm trying to let you know as soon as possible, like when it's going to be. Because I feel like that helps if I can, okay, hey, we got this thing and it's going to happen in 2 weeks. 2 weeks from now. Instead of the week of or 5 days before it. It's that month again. It's not like I'm just pulling it out of nowhere. It's every other month. We did nothing last month at all except for the birthday thing. Hey, no problem, Can Grim Caldero. Rainman says, over the years that you have been playing, did you get most of your mythics through crafting or through chests? Just curious. At first you get them mostly through crafting. Or, I'm sorry, through chests. Early on you'll get most of them through chests. And then there'll be a little, it'll switch. Later on you'll get most of them through diamonds and crafting. So it depends where you're at in the game, like always. It's like the more mythics you get, the less you get them from random chests. Because you have to start targeting them down. Like, I don't know if you mean like overall, like repeat mythics and everything, but as far as getting a new mythic I actually need, it gets harder and harder to randomly get the one you need. Later in the game, you have to use event keys or diamonds. So, if we go through let's say there's 100 mythics, I probably got, let's say 60 of them randomly through chests. But that was easy because there was 100. It was easy to get one I needed back with glory keys, gem keys, guild seals. And then once you have 60 out of 100, you start to kind of save up. I don't know, I also get a lot of new mythics. I've been playing the game for a long time, so I get 12 mythics a year. And I don't know if you count that as random, because it's the only one available at the time. And I've been doing that for 2 or 3 years now, so I've probably got at least 25 mythics as the new mythic, where it's the only one available, and I throw keys and I get it. I don't know how long it's been. I can't even remember the first one I got like that. It's been a while now, like so long I can't remember how long it's been. I've been getting the new mythic every single time. But that's how it happens. Like, early on, you're going to get most of your mythics randomly from random chests. And then you're going to start saving diamonds, event keys, and stop throwing them just randomly because there's a diminishing returns. You already got half the mythics. If you throw all your keys randomly at chests, you're going to end up getting repeat mythics instead of new ones. You'll realize when it's time to do it. You save up a bunch of keys and throw them, and then you get just repeat mythics, and you get nothing new. That's the time to, like, not do that. Start saving all your keys and just get the new ones, because you'll 100% guarantee yourself a new mythic. And then save your event keys, save your diamonds, and then you start crafting mythics in the Soul Forge every time you get 4,000 diamonds. Of course, you wait for a good one that you don't have. Event keys is, like, the least. If you want to know, like, the thing I got the least mythics through, it's probably event keys. And it was, like, 1 or 2 that I needed over the years. Because event keys are hard to get, and you got to really save up a bunch just to make sure you get that mythic. And I've probably got 2 through event keys. Not very many. And then diamonds, as far as crafting, how many have I crafted that I need? I think I'm right about, it's probably been like, I don't know, because the thing that throws me off is like the new mythics. I've been doing that for so long that I've got at least 25 of them when they were new, like for past 2 years or so. I've got the new mythic right when it comes out on Friday. But before that, and then while I'm doing that, I'm getting mythics I need in the Soul Forge with diamonds. Probably once a month, maybe. So, I don't know. I hope I helped you. Event keys is definitely the least, and then it's like a tie between diamonds and new mythics. And then I probably got the most mythics from throwing random keys, but that's when I had the least amount of mythics. That way, it was possible to actually get a new one that I needed. I don't know. Everybody's on a different... If you're level 400 or something, you're probably just throwing every key you get and open for mythics. If you're level 800, you might be deciding whether or not to stop doing that. If you're level 1250, you probably are saving your keys and saving your diamonds and going for specific ones. And once you're my level, you're getting just every new mythic. You're barely ever going to see anything you need in the Soul Forge. You're barely ever going to see anything you need with an event key. I don't know. It's a hard question. I didn't really keep track. You say, okay, thanks, I'm in-game, so the crappy mythics are starting to become more available in the Soul Forge each week. Eventually, I'll have to make a decision. So, if you have all the good mythics, you should just get the ones that you need in the Soul Forge. I've been there before. But I had already had, like, all the top 10s. So if you already have all the top 10s, then it's not... You can grab those crappy ones just for completion purposes. But if you have 9 out of the 10 and you're missing Ironhawk, of course you should keep saving your diamonds. If you're missing High King Iron Gut, you should keep saving your diamonds. If you have 4,000 diamonds and you're only missing 1 top 10 mythic, you could set those to the side and then start saving up a separate amount of diamonds for like the crappy ones. So as long as you have the diamonds for the ones you need, you can set them to the side and start crafting completionist purpose mythics too. Joshua says, hi all, when would you say to stop opening chests randomly? When you get half the mythics or when all the non-mythic chests have been ascended all the way? When all the non-mythic chest troops. I would say you stop throwing keys randomly when you get about, you get all the epics, right? So check that off. You have most of the legendaries. And then you have, I would say, yeah, like half the mythics or something. So once you get half the mythics, it's diminishing returns for sure. With random keys. You're going to randomly get the same, you're going to waste keys getting random mythics that you already have. Once you run out of epics that you're looking for and you run out of legendaries, it's definitely time to stop. You had enough chances randomly to get that mythic. Once you have all the epics and all the legendaries, you're done. Cut yourself off at that point. Because there's nothing else that'll be a consolation prize. The more consolation prizes you have when you're trying for mythics, the better. The better. The less consolation prizes you have when you're going for mythics, that's when you should start considering stopping. Like, oh, I'm going to throw all these keys. I could also get Wrath. I could also get this legendary, that epic, this legendary, that epic. But once it comes time where, oh, I have all the epics now, and I'm only missing like Aberoth as a legendary. Well, it's time to stop throwing keys because you're going to end up wasting them because you're not going to get a good new mythic. So it's like the more epics you have, the more legendaries you have, the less you should throw keys. You're just looking at those consolation prizes, basically. Is there anything else you want to see? Let's do Underspire, maybe. Dang, I'm on the ball today. There's a random fruit fly, and I just nailed it. Like Karate Kid with the chopsticks. I keep going to that. I hate that. It wastes my time. I'm always going to that thing. So let's do Underspire. I need the second dragon. I've been terrible in here, like going to all the dead ends. And it's totally random. If anybody out there has like a strategy, I swear nothing works. Let me know when you do somebody's strategy like 4 times in a row and it works perfectly 4 times in a row. Then let me know, because I swear I've heard all these different strategies and then I hear the same person saying it doesn't work now. Or there'll be a bunch of people in the comments or chat or forum saying didn't work for me. Like, you're not going to see that with the Tesla thing on Bounty. Nobody's going to say didn't work for me anymore. But with the Underspire, it's like super random in here. To try to do a strategy, it's almost like a waste of time at this point. Just like the dungeon now, like they made it random. There's no, if there's a tool, I haven't heard about it. Which is kind of crazy because I usually hear about it eventually. And it's been a long time since that old tool. Some people said the old dungeon tool kind of still works. I've heard that, but I haven't heard, hey, there's a new tool that works every single time. It's the same thing with the Underspire. There might be like certain things that are kind of true. It's mostly just totally random. And the difference between, oh, you used 95 torches or oh, you used 105 torches, is it really that big of a deal anyway? You're either all in going for 7 dragons, or you're like me and you're doing it for free and you're doing like just going as far as you can go and whatever happens, happens. And you get 2 dragons every single time no matter what happens. So I feel like you're either all in or all out. Nobody really needs to know some crazy formula to... You're all in or you're all out. It might save you a couple diamond or gems if you know some strategy, but I don't think there is one. Spiders and fruit fly, yeah. You think the spider would do his job and get the fruit fly, but I had to do his job for him. The heck, spider. Well, this is my team right here. It's still working pretty good, but I'm not going to Dragon 7. Wait until I get Diamantina, and then I'll be doing Underspire all the way through, most likely, at that point. Brrr. That's my brain. Scanning the board. And let's do this. I'm just going to keep going this way. I don't know if it's the right way or not. I'm going to try to get this second boss. Let's do the train narrative real quick, just for fun. So Chad had run out there, rag in his back pocket, butt crack showing. DC comes up behind, trying to help, grabs it out, starts working on the engine. He's turning wrenches, he's pouring fluid in. He's checking fluid, he's checking the dipstick, putting it back in. He's opening the little container for the antifreeze. He's looking in there, he's kind of pushing on the train, seeing if he can see the liquid in there, see how much is there. And then Sane runs up with like a flashlight and shines it down in there so DC can see it. Now we know there's like enough fluid in there. So we're good to go with the antifreeze. So we fire it up. Smoke starts going. Smoke starts going out of the stack. The engine's revving, waking up the neighbors. And they're pressing the pedal. Just vroom, vroom, vroom. And then while Sane is in there revving the pedal, she puts on Taylor Swift, turns it up real loud. Parking lot DJ, baby. You know you love it when you're trying to sleep at 10:30, 11, 12 at night, and the parking lot DJ comes through. Even as a teenager, I never would do that. Not at nighttime, at least. I might have did it during the day. I might be a hypocrite a little bit if it's during the daytime. I'm talking about like nighttime while everybody's sleeping. Kind of turn it down when you go to park. Some idiots leave it on the whole time, no matter where they're at. They go in the store. They leave all their doors open. And those are the people that get their car stolen, too. It's funny. It's like karma. I've seen it on YouTube where they leave all their doors open at the gas station and their music going. I guess you gotta live somewhere special like me for that to be a thing, but they run in the store for their blunt wraps or whatever, and then somebody else jumps in and drives away. That's karma at its finest. I got this. Let's go. Lantern it up. Tyrion's here. What up, man? I'm on one this morning. I feel like pretty good, but it is what it is. I don't know. I don't know what to do, y'all. You guys, let me know. We need a new game, I think. Like I said, it doesn't put this game in danger at all. Just for the health of the channel, I think I need a new game that is similar to this in that I could play it every day. There's some sort of system where it allows it. People are looking for information. Like, I got really lucky with this game, and I know I got lucky. So I usually don't get lucky like this. This is the only thing in my life where it went okay. And it still didn't go to the moon or anything. So I know I'm at the point. I gotta find something else, y'all. We gotta find something else. Doesn't mean we're gonna quit this game. Doesn't mean we're gonna not post videos every day. Just means we're at that time. It's just now or never. We can continue this and like go down with the ship, but I don't want to. I don't want to go down with the ship. I want to figure something else out. And like keep doing this. I'll go down with the ship, but I'll also have like a life raft to jump off on and like sail away as the ship goes down. I'm not the captain. I'm not a dev. I'm not Tacet or something either. I'm, the second guy. The bosun or whatever. I don't know. So I'm ready to throw out a life raft and like bring all you got. Like, hey, let's go, everybody. We'll wait till the last second. We're gonna wait till we're just like hanging off the tippy top of the ship, but we're not gonna like go down with it. We're gonna jump off at the last second into the life raft and sail away to like a super cool island. We built a fort. So this is the door. So this way. Pretty much got what I wanted out of this Underspire now. The 2 bosses. I doubled the loot of both bosses. They're gonna compensate me too for nothing, pretty much. So I feel bad for the people that went super far and then it got their progress. You gotta imagine there's people. That's why they're. If they didn't quit already, and this goes along with what I was just saying. Could you imagine? That would make me quit. I swear to you. If I'm playing a game and I'm on the last level and the game. You guys ever done that? You're playing like an NES game, you had to blow in the cartridge and like try it a million times, but then you're playing it and you're on the second to last level and the game just decides that it's done and it starts blinking and you're like, what? I was almost done. I was almost there. That's when you're done. You like take it out and you break it over your knee and you throw it out the window. You're like, dude, I didn't do anything wrong. This game just reset itself on me after I almost made it to the last level. That's when you get mad enough to, like, be done with this crap. And that's what they did. You're playing Underspire Monday, Tuesday, probably yeah. And they say, nope, and they reset your progress. Just like that NES game where you're on the second to last level, and all of a sudden it just decides that it doesn't want to work anymore. We don't have to put up with that crap anymore. That's crazy. We're not playing NES anymore. It'd be like you're playing a Guild Wars battle and they have the game crashes right in the middle of it. You lost a lot of time. It's time that you're losing because they're probably going to compensate you for whatever else you lost. But the time that you're losing, they can't give that back to you. So they don't have no empathy though. They're going to give you 10 gems and not think about the time. It's hard to compensate people for time. Some people's time is worth more than others. So you almost have to go on the high end to make sure. One guy could be a millionaire, whereas his hourly rate for everything he does is super high. And he just wasted an hour of his super valuable time doing the Underspire. Be another person where they don't do anything all day and they sit in the basement and eat butter and it doesn't matter. Like, they're just going to do it again because that's all they do all day is play video games. Like, there's 2 different sides of the spectrum, so you got to kind of lean towards the people that are, losing a lot by losing that time. And I feel like they insult us by thinking we're the other side of the spectrum. Like, not all of us have all the time in the world and can just replay your game all the time. Some of us have stuff to do. They're crazy for thinking that. Here's your 50 gems. We know you're just going to do it again anyway. We know you don't have anything else going on. So here's your 50 gems for your Underspire that we screwed up. We reset your game. We're like your big brother, your a-hole older brother that walks by while you're on the last level of Zelda. And he like kicks the NES so it restarts. That's how they are. Blaster Master, yeah. I love that game. Yeah, and that's how it is. There's no memory card on them old games. Sometimes it would just happen randomly, like it's nobody's fault. That was the worst. Because then you blame it on the game, and you're like so mad. So all of a sudden you get all that crazy weird graphics on the screen, all the pixels, like there's a green box, every other pixel is a green box or something, and like your guy looks like he's weird looking, and like, God, it's on the second to last level. I still had 20 lives left. Come on, man. I've never got that far before. I'm never gonna get back there. Now what? I'm not trying that again. I'm not doing that again. I beat it. Then you just tell everybody you beat it. Because it's not your fault. It's not your fault. The game restarted on itself. It crashed. And you never got that far before, and you were super close. You had 20 lives left. You had to continue still. The best run you ever had on that game. And then it just decides to crash, and with all the random ones and zeros. A bunch of like a green box in every one, and a contorted eyeball in every zero. Like, man, I had that beat. I know it. I'm going to just tell everybody I beat it now. I'm going to smash it in half, burn it, throw it out the window, and then I'm going to let everybody else know I beat that game. I beat it because I had it beat, and it's not my fault. I'm not doing that again. Yo, thank you, Trey, for the gifted membership. Trey runs out there, and he's like, let's go, baby. Let's take off. We got to move. You know what happens. We gotta move. The sooner the better. They start hanging off. And there's nobody to knock them off there. They're hanging on it, and then it can't go. The more that jump on, they're hanging. It's more weight. More weight. We're all hanging on there. It's too much weight. We're going like 5 miles per hour right now. Well, at least we're moving, so not more of them can jump on and hang on and make it worse. Do we have the conversion? No, but is it any worse to... Let's just do it. And... It's getting a little slower now. No green. Let's do this. We playing today, man? I pretty much have to play. I have no video for P99 for this weekend. I'm going to have to record whatever we do, or if you don't play, I'm going to have to play on my own and record. Okay, cool. So 2 o'clock. I forget where I am. I think I'm in the minnow caves getting killed over and over. Let's see. Red, purple, brown. We have nothing. The quicker we just match nothing, the better. Move on. Come on, man. What the heck's going on? Here we go. Skulls. I don't even need to be doing this right now. I feel like if I make it to the 3rd boss, who cares? And I'm probably not going to make it to the 4th boss because I went to too many dead ends. So I think I'm not going to play Underspire after. Yeah. We're good, but we're good on that. I used lanterns. I got more than I usually get. I doubled the 1st boss. I doubled the 2nd boss too, which is more than I usually get from that. So I'm good with that. And so what do we got left? I think just bounty. Or let's check on invasion. I think we're done. We like easily got this done. And it's not for me to say because I didn't contribute. Like I wasn't in the top 10 or anything. I was probably top 20. But I wasn't in the bottom either, so but we got it done quickly. They did, which is nice. We had this done like yesterday morning or maybe even faster. Wasn't that bad. Shiny keys. So, but I finished off with the same team. Just using this. It's going pretty good. Yeah, let's just do bounty for a little bit longer. I think I got like 3 battles in me right now. Let's do it. Worm Skull! Hey, and Worm Skull's here. I love when that happens. Eat butter. Tyrion says I still got boss 6 and 7 done. Nice. Livewire thinks Puzzle Quest 3. Rainman said same for weapons for the kingdoms, buying for completion purposes. As far as like ascending legendaries or ascending epics and stuff being a reason to open keys, there's so many orbs now. I feel like it's like if it happens, it happens, but I wouldn't be focusing down certain legendaries. If I already have all the top 10, 20 legendaries, and I have most of them, and I have all the epics and stuff, I wouldn't be continuing to open keys just for more copies to fully ascend. So I feel like you get enough orbs these days where if you're having trouble getting that third and fifth copy of a certain legendary, you would probably, if it's a good one, you would just orb it. And if it's a bad one, you just wouldn't care to ascend it. So if it's an awesome legendary, you're gonna use an orb if you got it and not keep opening keys. It's gonna be hard to get that very specific legendary out of a huge drop table. Just the more troops you get, the harder it is to get stuff you need. So then you start saving and targeting them down the only ways you can. With diamonds, by getting the new mythic, and by saving event keys. The people that continuously throw all their keys for their whole life are the same people that are missing a bunch of mythics and a bunch of legendaries. I have all the troops with 0 VIP. And there's people out there that spend a lot of money and have a lot of VIP and they're missing troops still. So I just feel like, listen to me. I guess just listen to me. I don't know. I know what I'm saying, I guess. The proof is in the pudding. Even if I don't say it super awesome. Just like everything else in this game, if I sat here and played the game for 10 hours, that 9th and 10th hour would be not as productive. There's not as much stuff to do. Same with mythics. If you keep throwing keys every week for 5 years straight, that 3rd, 4th, 5th year is going to be diminishing returns. You're going to get less of what you need. That's how Gems of War works. I definitely know, though, there are people out there that don't understand that yet, and they don't want to accept it still. And usually they're probably like level 1000. They have a decent amount of troops. They're in a crappy guild, but they're the best guy in the guild. Like, they got a little bit. They need to get, like, somebody needs to check them as far as like how good they actually are at the game. So they're going to keep doing it their way, even though I'm telling you exactly how to do it with proof, with no money spent. There's people that get stuck. They get stuck. They get stuck in that crappy guild as the best guy, getting first place all the time. They keep throwing all their keys because they think they're going to get that random mythic that they need. They play the game 10 hours a day because they think they're going to get super far or something, but you're not. You're kind of wasting your time and effort. You can't play this game, I don't know. It's not like other games. There's other games out there where if you play 10 hours a day, you're going to get stuff done and be one of the best people ever. For some reason with this game, like, it's not like that. It's kind of like the ding-dongs are the ones playing that much, you know? Like, they don't understand that they're barely getting anything done. What'd I say? 3 battles? Let's get 2 more. Am I thinking about Puzzle Quest 3? I mean, I could play that, I guess. That is, like, always been the obvious thing. The only other obvious thing is, like, a camera on the stupid screen with my face on it. But Puzzle Quest 3 is the other super obvious thing. I just don't think... I think it's like a new account playthrough. I think Puzzle Quest 3 would be exactly like me doing a new account playthrough. If you've been here for a long time, you know I've done 2 of those, and you know how it goes. It's also diminishing returns. The first video of a new account playthrough is amazing, and I'm like, oh, this is a great idea. The second video is pretty good. Like, we're still doing... Third video, yeah, baby, let's go. New account playthrough is definitely the way to go. And then it just falls off. It falls off. It falls off. It falls off. Eventually, it's like, I guess I might as well stop doing this now. Like, I need to get that Vow Raven, huh? Let us... He has 0 mana, so I'm not super worried about it. He could take... I could do, like... Steal his yellow with our... Shoot right down the middle, I guess. I'll still do this, but I'll... Steal his yellow. And then, Tigraki on the Vow Raven. Then Ogress, because we can't get the Vow Raven with the Corpse Mare, so we need to go get it. What? Oh, I'm frozen. Poop. Let's do this. Then this. Then this. I'm just going for the Vow Raven. It's the most important thing in the world. Just making sure. There we go. Now we can play normally. So that's what happens. That's the people that, oh, it doesn't, Tesla doesn't work. Well, did you lose a Vow Raven? Probably. Maybe they're used to, like, not caring and losing all their Vow Ravens, and they just didn't even think about it. But Puzzle Quest 3 is a good... I think it would... like I said, it would be just like the first ever new account playthrough that we did. I think it would work at first. I think Puzzle Quest 3 would work at first. I think it would work for like 3 months. It would buy us some time. Maybe that's what we need. We just need to buy some time. We can, but we need. I think we need to be still thinking about it and figure something else out. I don't think it's the solution. I think Puzzle Quest 3 would be a band-aid, like a bridge, and it's a good idea for it to give us more time to think about like what we're gonna do next. I don't think it's the answer, but it's a nice like. We got a gaping wound and we're bleeding, but it's like we put on a band-aid. Buy ourselves some time. Probably should hit that first guy. Cause that's what I don't think anybody else actually plays it, right? You know what would happen? I can predict it right now. Let's just predict the future right now. I start up Puzzle Quest 3. The first video gets a lot of views. The second video gets a decent amount of views. And it continues for a month or so. I bet you somebody else starts Puzzle Quest 3. You know who. You know? And it's just going to kill it faster for me. So the optimal thing would be, it would work for about 3 months. No one else would start it up. Because they're not trying to be a copycat, right? Even though they are. And I would play it for like 3 months. We'd get a decent amount of views, and then it would start falling off, falling off, falling off. Just like a new account playthrough. But it would buy us time. We could figure something else out. It'd be nice to know that I can add another 3 months on to give us some time to think about stuff. My fear is someone else is going to see how it's working, and they're just going to do it too, and that's just going to ruin it. So go tell them to do it, so I can copy them. So then I can get them back. They're pretty much my son, and they wouldn't have a channel without me, so maybe, like, suggest that to them, let them do, and then I can copy them, and then we can, like, it can, instead of the other way around, like, is reality. and no one wants to actually care about. Joshua says, I have like 21 out of the 118 mythics that can be obtained randomly through the chest. As for legendaries and under, I'm missing Aberoth, Forenza, and a few of the seasonal... Wow, you're missing a lot of mythics, man. You should... I guess you just keep throwing your keys then. It's 21 out of 118. You still have a decent chance of getting one that you don't have. So until you feel like it's going to be your own, you're going to know when. You're going to know when. But I don't think it's yet. I think you can still throw all your keys with 21 out of 118. You have a really good chance to get a mythic you don't have still. I'm surprised you have all the legendaries, though. That's nice. Or a lot of them. Got to get you a door to survive on. I remember Blaster Master. I love that game. I'm way behind. Sorry, y'all. Ooh, Tyrion got a perfect run. Yeah, me too. No, I never hit 16, so I don't even know if I'm gonna hit it in our session. Merch alert. Yeah, merch would be okay. I just hate to put all the weight on few. I feel like I'm putting so much weight on a very small amount of people's shoulders. And that's kind of how a channel does survive, but it feels weird. It feels bad to me. I don't like... So I consider you guys my friends. So I feel... I see it with my eyes and I feel it. Like I know there's a lot of weight on very few people. DC says, Sinnycool, please don't convince Supernova to leave our guild. I'll do better, I promise. Well, if DC's in your guild, you should be good. Tim with the no camera. Ah! What's the guy that was like, yeah? That's what I heard when he did that. Wormskull, I'm definitely one of those ding-dongs that isn't getting anything done. Your dingle thingy. Tyrion says, I guess I'm a ding-dong too, but I understand what I can and can't get done playing 5 to 10 hours daily. I'm maximizing that time. Yeah, I mean, you have results for sure. The results speak for themselves in that case, Tyrion. I was basically saying people that don't have, you know, they're still missing a lot of mythics and they play the game a lot. You're not going to play the game a lot to get those mythics, basically. It's not even really a diss or anything. It's not like a ding-dong isn't like a horrible word. You know? I'm not... One day you'll figure it out that you can't force the game to give you random mythics. It's just going to happen over time. That'd be like being a helicopter parent. It's not a bad thing. You're keeping your child safe. But... you know, you're hovering over your child. It's not the best thing ever either. It's like a boyfriend girlfriend. You like call your girlfriend every 5 minutes. That doesn't work. It's like more is better, right? So this girl I just met, I'm gonna call her every 5 minutes. Because more is better. How's that feel, ladies? When the guy you just met calls you every 5 minutes. Doesn't even wait the customary couple days to call you after the date. Canned Grim Caldera says, I wish the devs would do something about Treasure Hunt and update the use of those darn maps. It's been so long, I haven't played that mode. Well, you're a smart one then, because that's definitely a waste of time playing Treasure Hunt. unless you enjoy it, everything's, you know, I'm letting you know, like, if you're trying to get stuff in the game, like, getting enjoyment out of playing a game, you can play it as long as you want, do whatever you want. With playing Treasure Hunt, you're not gonna, like, get better or further in the game. I mean, you might have fun playing it. Fun is good. That'd be like me on Everquest, just running around, dying all the time, losing my experience. I'm having fun, though. Got a discounted verse, lowest verse for 37 gems. Something Sinny can never do, right? Chad says we have a ding dong in my alt account guild, but that's part of his Gems of War name. Oh, that's cool. Wormskull says it's a great week for me when I contribute to guild requirements. Yeah, ding dongs are yummy. Clip that. I have like 300 and... I don't know. I need 673. I have 337 Dragonite. And when I get to 1,000, I have Diamantina. I think that's what it was. I'm pretty on it today for some reason, so I think I'm probably right. I chopstick to fly like Mr. Miyagi earlier. Good morning, Garth George. Tim says, make your next video say new Puzzle Quest 3 vid. Don't do it. Then make your normal gems vid and mention starting it. See if they take the bait. They might take it right here, because I swear their whole channel is based on an idea I had like 3 years ago. I swear to you. You guys know I say way too much all the time, but most of it's honest and the truth. Joshua says I'm finally on board for the Tesla strat. That's good. It'll save you time and money. Clip that. Ooh, yeah, and a fruit fly is smaller than a big fly. So I gotta get this alert, alert, alert. We have a Val Raven. Make it your top priority. This is the emergency broadcast system. Breaking into your Golden Girls presentation. You must get that Val Raven at all costs. So we got Tigraki. It's gonna take yellow, but it's gonna go to this chick. So let's just cast Tigraki on the Val Raven. They took the yellow, but it went to the. You see how mana works? You know, it went to her, not to him, because mana flows downwards. That's why you have to put troops in a certain order. It takes a minute for you know. I used to think, oh, I'm going to put this troop up higher in the team because it'll get more mana. But if they don't use the same, they use different mana, it doesn't matter where they are. I used to think that a long time ago. Okay, let's see, what could be the example? Just the first two right here, like Corpse Mare and Tigraki. I'm going to put Tigraki up higher on the team because when I get my Explode potion and he'll get more mana, right? No, because he uses completely different colors than Corpse Mare, so it doesn't matter where he... doesn't matter. He's going to take all the red and all the brown from an explosion until he fills up. Doesn't matter that this is in front of him because it's yellow and blue, so it doesn't matter. Unless there was some random wild card mana that just goes into your first troop that counts as every color, then it would matter, but we don't have that, so... The things you thought back in the day when you first started playing this game. think the mana flowing downwards into the troops is something everybody, I think most people have it, 90-something%. But I bet you there's some people out there that aren't understanding. And they'll make a whole team of red and brown troops or something. I still need to get that Valraven. Let's get up Ogress. Tigraki, bang. This thing has no armor, so we'll kill it with skulls. Ogress. Because when people first start, even before they start playing this game, just looking at it, they think it's Candy Crush. So, obviously, some people don't even know what the heck this is. So you start playing it, you're going to think certain things, and you're going to learn along the way, of course. So I bet you there's people out there that don't know. And if you take whatever, if I take red mana right now, it's all going to go into Tigraki, and none of it's going to go to this guy. Until this thing's has a spell ready. And then if I cast this guy, it'll still go back into him. He's further up in the team. I'm saying beginner things to non-beginners, I'm sorry, but you never know who's lurking. Probably behoove me to take brown instead of green. If I take green, like right here, if I take green, I only need one green. The rest of that green's going nowhere. If I take brown instead of green, I only need one brown too. The brown will go into Tigraki now. So the mistake would be to take the green, because the rest of the green's going nowhere. But if I take brown, I'll also get up Tigraki. It's flashing the green in your face too, telling you to make the wrong move. The right move is to take browns, because you'll get up Tigraki too. It's going to fill up Ogress, and then it's going to fill up Tigraki, in that order. Hey, nice Wormskull got Wand of Stars. Congratulations. Joshua says, good job. I'm 860 Dragonite away from my second Diamantina. Nice. Yeah, I got a perfect today, or else she'd probably be ahead of me on the second. Like I said, I'm on it today for some reason. I got a perfect, too. We could take these out so they don't hit me. Oh, they hit me anyway, because you know how it goes. You wasted 500 gems on Underspire. I did the Tesla on mobile. I messed up and did it on Xbox, only buying Tier 3. Now I have to buy Tier 4. Yeah, unfortunately you got to buy Tier 4, but... Hey, it's a good test if you tried Tier 3. I don't know. Tim says, oh yeah, 100% approve your method. I got it done with 2 left over. Yeah, and I have time left, or I have turns left over too. That's how I know it definitely works. I've done it multiple times with turns left over. But then, you know, what happened was somebody in my comments said this does not work, and it screwed me up. I was already convinced myself that it works with proof after like 2 tries of doing it. And then halfway through, a couple people in my comments were like, this doesn't work. And that annoyed me and made me like test it 2 more times. That happens sometimes. I'll know something 100% and then somebody says something and it takes me down to like 90-something% and I have to test it because I don't want to be giving out bad information. I would hate to like put out a video that gets a bunch of people banned or something. That'd be crazy. I'd feel terrible. I'd definitely apologize. Even if it wasn't my fault. Just the fact that, like, my video got people banned, I would still, like, apologize to everyone. I'd feel terrible. I'd never want that to happen. That'd be crazy. Luckily, it's never, ever happened. Yellow. Let's see. Let's kill that. Garth says, I finally got 4K diamonds. Anyone in the forge worth getting? I think no. I forget who's in there, but it wasn't anything crazy, so I'll go check for you in a sec. That's the beauty of a live stream. Right now, you can ask me questions, and I will answer them. If we're not on live stream and you leave a comment, it could take me a whole day. It could take me 2 days. I could never answer it. That's the cool thing about live streams. You can ask me a question right now, and I'll answer it. That's what live streams are. Let's do I said Tesla. I meant Tigraki. We'll check the forge, though, after this. Ooh, that's a lot of skulls. I wonder how hard this will hit. Was that like 61? And so we could probably... I don't want to really waste my Tigraki. I want to do this. And then that. Then this. Go. Okay. Come on, game. Livewire says, I thought PvP was me against a live player at first, and I was sweating trying to make fast moves. Yeah. Yeah, PvP, you can take your time. There's no person there. It's the AI. That's why it's not super... Like, if you make an awesome defend team, who cares? You're not even using the team. It's not you. It's the AI. It's kind of cool, I guess, but it's not as cool as if it was you actually playing the team. Let's check the Soul Forge for Garth. Aquaria is like the funnest troop. It's okay. It's good with like Osha's Tome, Aquaticus, and the Mirachi Queen, but it's not something you should... It's not a top 10 or even a top 20. Scoprio's terrible. Bashtagon is out of style. It's like, you know, out of style, wearing bell bottoms or something. Wolf Garrick's okay. Like, some people like to do the persistence thing with the Wolf Garrick. Or not persistence, Todd Greenwood with the sports. I prefer persistence, but it's kind of a budget, cheapskate way of doing the Ubistet thing. Just doesn't work as good, but it's still decent. I'm kind of like downplaying it a little bit too much. It's fun, it's good. But it's not like mythic you should get in the Soul Forge just because of that. Ubistet's better than Wolf Garrick. I don't think anybody would argue. Venoxia might be the best troop in the Soul Forge. Underrated, overlooked quite a bit. Probably a top 20 legendary, top 10, I don't know about that. Maybe top 15. So if I was going to recommend anything, it'd probably be Venoxia. But you know how legendaries go. You don't want to be blowing 800 diamonds on Venoxia. It's borderline. If you're just itching and scratching and you can't resist, I would say get Venoxia. Potential loopy, true damage to all enemies. 50% started. Loops back into itself. And then weapons, I think there's one... No? Thought there was something, but I guess not. Maybe it was Tuesday. It's not here now, so maybe it was the Tuesday weapon or something. But yeah, I'd say Venoxia or nothing. And Venoxia is not even I'm not saying like... I'm not stamping it to where you have to get it for sure. It's like a... If you can't stand to wait any longer, Venoxia wouldn't be terrible to craft. If you don't have it already. Alright, one more battle. I think they're hanging off so much that it's stopping the train. They're starting to jump in. People are trying their hardest, but... Oh yeah, and Essentia. If you don't have Essentia, it's one of the worst, like 50% starts, but having all the 50% starts is a nice goal to have. 50% starts are nice. It's a guarantee. If you have a Leprechaun on your team and you explode, like, it's not a guarantee. It's nice and it's really good for almost everything. But sometimes a 50% start is a way to make it happen more often, consistently. If it's a legendary or mythic, the more mana it gives it, like the more the 50% is, the better. If you got a mythic that has 30 mana cost and you can start it with 50% mana and give it 15 mana from Jump Street, that's a good 50% start. Essentia and Venoxia are pretty good legendaries for the Xbox, PlayStation, mobile, PC. Yep. Dr. Mop says, with Tesla, I only ever needed to cast it twice, even at higher levels. For sure. I only had to cast it once up until the teens, I think. And casting it twice is 100% faster, so... You know what happens sometimes? Sometimes I come up with a really good strategy and then other people purposely don't use the exact same strategy just because. I don't know if that's me being conceited or selfish or thinking everything's about me, but it's strange, right? A person loves Tesla, but then they choose to use something else, which is strange to me. Does that not... Do you think I'm right? I think I'm right. I think they know secretly that, and then they use something else on purpose. And that sounds crazy to say, but it happens all the time. So I don't, that's cool though. At least there's more options. It's a good thing. And some people know what I'm talking about, I'm sure. And they probably agree with me, whether they'll say it or not. They don't say it, they just don't, want to make the person mad. But they definitely agree inside. It's kind of strange. Why would you not use Tesla or Queen Beatrix when you can... It's more options, it's nice, it's nice. It helps the community, I like that. I like it. Do you know if there was like in a vacuum and I hadn't already told everybody to use Tesla, they would be using Tesla. So it's also a disservice to some people because then they think that the good way to go is the other way because that guy's doing the other way. When everybody knows, like, Tesla or Queen Beatrix is definitely better in true damage. And the only reason they're doing it is to be a contrarian, which is kind of, it's hurting some people, but it's helping other people, so I don't know how to think about it. And I'm not trying to, like, I love... If you know who I'm talking about, I love... like, never trying to throw shade. I just think it's kind of weird. And it took them so long to adopt it, too. Like, way too long. And then when they do, they don't do the thing. They purposely do something different. It's weird. And I would shout somebody out, Dr. Mops, thank you. Cindy Man, too soon. Tyrion says, my ban came from a Tacet idea. He didn't do it till the next day. Got banned on livestream, too. Stupid crinkle. Wormskull says, I completed it first time ever using your method, Cindy. Never doubt it again. Tyrion says, Venoxia is borderline top 10 legendary loopy true damage. I don't disagree. Garth says, knowing my luck, I spend the 800 diamonds, then next week or the week after, a good troop like Ironhawk or something. Yeah, if you don't have your Ironhawk money put to the side, then don't do it. Tesla definitely works. And I'm not saying I came up with the idea. It was some random commenter that if they ever come in and say, hey, that was me, and I can look them up and make sure it was them, I'll give them the credit. I just forget, and it's been so long. So I'm not claiming that I came up with the idea of using Tesla. Probably think my stream's about me, yeah. What up, Crimson Fury? You don't think Ironhawk showed up in the new Soulforge cycle yet, Joshua? That's good. Then it's still out there, maybe. Uh-oh, Wolfie's got to pee. Crimson just woke up. Tyrion says Tesla is no good if you bought tier 3. Thanks, Cinny. I had to waste gems on tier 4. Wormskull says next April Fool's event, make a troop you have to use that benefits the enemy troops. Yeah. I know, I always want to make like a cool April Fool's video, but the only one I ever made, I think I made it private after. Ruhan was like the troop that, or Ruhan says, troop that changed Gems of War for me was Pycea? I like Pycea. That was one of the new mythics where I was, I think, more positive about it than most people. And then people came around a little bit, but it's still not awesome or anything. It's just one of the best astrological mythics, which isn't saying much. It's like you're the fastest guy in a one-legged race without one leg. You have 2 legs. Garth says Ironhawk was like a month or 2 ago, so it might be a while for it to show back up. Yeah, you kind of want to like get your Ironhawk diamonds and set them to the side, no matter when he was there or not. Like, it's just a thing you do. Like, who cares if he was in there last week? Who cares if he was in there 3 months ago? You need to get your Ironhawk diamonds and set them to the side because he's that important. He's number 1. Can says, thankful the Epic Trials video on Hellcrag 13 days ago. I got the Starry Grimcrag and finished the Epic Trials. Thanks for that video, Sinnycool. You're welcome. So I'm trying to help, man. I'm trying to help people save money, save gems, save time. Tyrion says I wasn't big on Pycea until Triton came out. Half mana start. Oh, it's the achievement. I see. Jeff is a legend. Alright, I probably shouldn't be doing this battle, but I'm going to do it anyway. Any more questions, comments, whatever, put it in the chat. It's your last chance. Before it's, you know, you can put comments in any video, and I try, but sometimes I can't get around to everything. If you have something urgent, put it on the newest video. Comment on the newest video, whatever that may be. If you need to tell me something urgently, because I don't always have Discord open. It kind of annoys me sometimes with all the dings, and it's not. Sometimes it's like the Everquest, and I know you can mute stuff and everything. I just don't care to have it open, because then I'll look at it more. I'll type more crap. I can know myself. So Discord, if I had it open all day, I'd be in there typing crazy, big baby bullcrap all day. It's not even the ding notifications. Those annoy me slightly, but you can turn those off, I know. But it's also the fact that the easier it is for me to ramble and rant about, I could just jump on my keyboard and start typing crap to 100 people. I'd rather put a little bit of. I have to open Discord. I have to put in my I have to. It buys me some time to think better, think twice. It's like if you're trying to quit smoking, you throw away all your cigarettes, you make it a hard thing, you have to go all the way to the store, you have to make it a little bit harder to start back up, or, you know? So I know me, and if I have access to a place to complain, I will do it every single day, most likely. But I open Discord like probably 2 or 3 times a day, and I'll leave it up for 30 minutes to an hour at a time sometimes. I'm not never on there. I'm probably on there more than some people, like some channels. But yeah, if you have like some emergency comes up, like we have a new update or something, definitely leave a comment on the newest video, because I have YouTube open all day, no matter what. My YouTube channel is open all day, no matter what. I almost considered giving somebody my phone number. You know, like, let's make it even. Like, if an update comes out, send me a text. It'd probably have to be like Trey or Faceless One, though. And I'm probably not going to do it anyway, for anybody. But I've considered it before. Like, I don't want to miss these stupid... I was like 6-7 hours late on the last update because they randomly do it. So it's nice to have all you guys to also maybe see it. It's the hive mind thing. If it was just me here waiting on... I would have to have their stupid website open 24/7 and refresh every 5 minutes to know when they're going to do an update. Because they don't have any kind of schedule. They're just riding by the seat of their pants over there. It's ridiculous. The last update, the patch notes were Tuesday morning. That's probably the first time ever that it's been on Tuesday morning, maybe. Maybe one other time. And then the actual update didn't happen until later that night or something? I don't know. I think they've done that maybe twice. But over the history of the game that came out in 2014, it's almost its 10-year anniversary or something. For like the first 7 or 8 years, they did updates Tuesday night at like 8, 7, 8, 9, somewhere around there. They even, all of a sudden, in the past year or two, we'll have a random Sunday update, a random Wednesday update, a random one on Thursday. It's Tuesday morning, whenever they want. Just all of a sudden. Then they put out a calendar. Does anybody else not think that's crazy? Am I like... Is there some reason like this isn't crazy? Like, let me know. Then I could stop talking about it. But they just put out a calendar. What's the point of the calendar? Well, what's the point of the calendar if they don't put the update that's coming soon on the calendar? We can go to Terran's world and see every single other thing. Shout out to Terran, by the way, who had my back on that. Just like Sana had my back too on the dislike thing on the bounty vid. Shout out to Terran. You can go to Terran's world and get every single piece of information that they have on their stupid calendar, except for you need a decoder serial ring to figure out their calendar. The one thing they could do is put when the update's going to be. Terran can't do that. And they're the devs. They know when it's going to be. Why didn't they put the stupid update on the calendar that they just put out? They put a calendar out for September with no mention of an update that happened in early September. What is that? Well, let me know, though. I would love to stop ranting about it. Maybe there's a reason. Maybe they put a little asterisk. Maybe they put a little asterisk that said, the update's coming soon. But I didn't see it. I don't know. Does anybody else think that's ridiculous? Almost as ridiculous as losing your progress in the Underspire. The game shutting off when you almost got the game beat and it shuts off. And then you crack the game over your knee and throw it out the window and catch, throw a firebomb on it through the window. And then you go outside and you get it and you put it in your toilet and you flush the toilet. But not putting an update on your calendar, like, that's where you can separate yourself from other places. Now we're going to want to go look at your calendar. The more calendars that come out, the less I want to look at them. I didn't even think I did a video on it until it was I was doing the spoilers, too. Because I don't really like that calendar. I don't recommend it to anybody because it's kind of stupid. And if they're not even going to put stuff like when the update is, that they had to know. Because it came out like early September. Let's put out a September calendar without an update that happens in early September. Are you smoking crack? You're so stupid. Put the... On your calendar, put update 7.1, And then people will be excited for the update. And they'll be excited for the calendar the next time you put it out. Anyway, I think that's stupid. Losing progress in the Underspire and not putting the update on the calendar. There's two things that I'm annoyed with at the moment. And I didn't even lose any progress. I'm annoyed for everybody else. And that's how you know I have empathy. I'm annoyed for everybody else that went through the Underspire and lost their progress. Because I didn't lose any progress. I gained off of that. I got an extra lantern. I was nowhere. I lost maybe 2 torches. And that doesn't do anything to me because I'm only going to go to the second boss anyway. I gained a lantern from that. Alright, I'm going to catch up in the chat and get out of here. Because I asked y'all if you had anything else to say, so I'm going to go make sure. Ruhan says, I asked last week and missed your reply. Sorry, am I wasting Chaos Shards by throwing them at getting all my Underworld troops to Mythic? No, that's a good place to do it. I thought of that as I was saying the other thing. I was like, except for the Underworld. If you're throwing shards at portals to get those legendaries fully ascended, that's a good thing. Because it's a targeted thing you're doing. The other way around, you're just randomly RNG hoping you get... Maybe until you get all the epics, like it's a thing that happens alongside of everything else. It's not a bad thing. If I get an epic to fully ascended while I'm going for certain legendaries but there's a point of diminishing returns. You just got to know when it is, and it's different. It's like a feeling. No one can really tell you. When people ask me, I can say I think you, or maybe, but it's something you got to know for yourself when that is. Like, how many times have you thrown a big bulk of keys and not got a mythic that you were excited about? You know, how many of the epics do you have? How many of the legendaries do you have? If you threw thousands of keys and all you did was get a mid-tier legendary fully ascended, that probably wasn't worth it. So, you really need the consolation prizes have to be there to make it worth throwing a bunch of keys. A legendary that's a top 10 that you don't have yet. An epic that's decent that is the last one you need. Or something. There has to be something there in case you don't get a mythic that's good that you need. So you're throwing all those keys, what are you hoping for? A mythic that's good that you need. So if you don't get that, hopefully you have some other stuff that you also need. And if you do, then you should probably still be throwing keys. If you don't, then you probably shouldn't be. Because then you're not getting anything out of that. And you might as well just save up for the next new mythic instead. Because that's what you're doing. When you don't throw your keys, you're pretty much just saving up for the next new mythic instead of just randomly throwing and hoping. But yeah, you're fine throwing Chaos Shards. Because eventually you're going to have so many Chaos Shards you're not going to know what to do with them. And so throwing those until you get fully ascended is fine. Keep doing that. Joshua says, I'm still waiting on mythics like High King Irongut, Flaming Oni, Mistralis, Phoenicia, Sycorax, Grey King, the Possessed King, the Wild Queen, and the Lord of Slaughter. That's a lot of top 10s right there. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 top 10s right there. I know you still want to see that horse clock. Crimson Fury. I don't even remember what stream it was, man. I think it was the chatathon, like right in the middle. Wasn't the horse clock? Wasn't that right in the middle of the chatathon? DC says, Ruhan, that can help once you start going for pure factions in the underworld. So not a bad idea to do. Maybe focus on troops you use first, though. Yep. Joshua says, also some of the doomed books and some of the gem to skull conversion doomed weapons I still need. Books... You know, I'm not super high on those, but the gem to skull conversion, I think you should get those first. Like, the Doomed Glaive is amazing. I use it all the time. It entangles, it has a leaf storm, it's good. Beg said, Senny rant time. Gar says, Tesla, if you gold, silver, or bronze her, it go to magic. Tesla is worthless to elite, if that's what you mean. She uses armor as her spell damage booster. Like her boost ratio is for armor. And she gets magic for being elited, which is one of the worst. Yeah, don't gold elite Tesla. There's a bunch of other legendaries you should gold elite first. Yao Gui, Queen Titania, etc. Joshua says, meddling Tesla gives her more magic? Yeah, it doesn't, so it's not worth doing. Don't gold elite Tesla. Eventually, I mean, just for peen you probably would, but it's not going to help anything. Sane says, the devs do things out of the blue all of the sudden, just like the update. You'd think it'd be some sort of schedule thing. They're like a company with employees. And there's a rotation for a lot of stuff in their game. You think they'd have like a better sense of when things were going to happen, but they don't for some reason. Especially recently in the last couple years. if you've only been playing this game for 2 or 3 years, you don't understand what I'm saying. But 5 years ago, 4 years ago, it felt like a solid rotation of things happening where you could count on, you could like predict a month ahead of time on like what they were going to do. Nowadays, it feels like they're flying on the seat of their pants, but it seems like they're trying to get back to that by doing the Vault event more often, the Tower of Doom more often. They're trying. But the missing update on their calendar, yeah, that was egregious. Crimson says, normally I'll just take the Cleveland Browns to the Super Bowl. All right, we'll see you, Can Grim Caldero. The horse clock, baby. Don't forget that L. Joshua says, I'm glad it was super easy to fully trait the doomed weapons nowadays once you can craft the good ones. Yeah, a lot of stuff over time. You'll realize that too. Something that seems super hard right now, they're going to make it easier in the future. You just got to wait. I know that's annoying to hear, but getting pets, there's several things. The underworld. People are blowing smoke out of their ears trying to get to 500 purification, every day in the underworld. And then all of a sudden, they make it way easier. And now everybody can do it super easy. Pets. People are blowing smoke out of their ears, getting pets during the Vault events and stuff like that. Now, there's holiday events, there's Legends Reborn, there's Minion Orbs, there's so many ways to get pets. You just gotta, like, be patient. Something that seems crazy hard right now, it's almost not worth banging your head against the wall, like, trying to force it. They're gonna make it happen. People complain, and then they give in, and that's how it goes. So, whether it's Deeds, Writs, Dragon Knight, whatever you think is hard right now, they're gonna, make it easier. You just gotta wait. Anyway, that's it for today. I hope you guys had fun. Thanks for being here. Like, share, subscribe. Consider joining. Helps a lot. Tell your good about the channel. Comment below. Spoilers at the beginning if you need it. PC, mobile, Xbox, and PlayStation around, what, like the 10-minute mark or so. We started that, and I tried to go quickly and without stopping. And then Nintendo Switch was further in. It's going to be a little bit harder, but I'll try to find the timestamp. Maybe Rain Man could find the timestamp, and I'll pin his comment. But all the spoilers are there. There wasn't too much going on, honestly, so I'm glad that we did it on the live stream. Because the spoiler videos haven't been great anyway recently. It's not bad. It's not like the class event video where I'm thinking about not doing it anymore. But it's probably, in the top 5 as far as, like, not crazy good. So that one probably would not have been a banger is what I'm saying. There's nothing going on, and people know there's nothing going on next week, so why would they watch? Anyway, we'll see ya. Thanks for joining me today. DC United, Joshua, Garth, Sana, Anya, which I've never got clarification on there. Could be Anja, but we probably did it before. Probably. Sometimes yeah. Wormskull, Joshua. I know Joshua likes to be called Joshua, and I have not forgot that ever. Can Grim Caldero, Crimson Fury, Sana. You just gotta tell me something, and I'll try to remember it. So if you don't like the way I'm saying your name, just tell me. Garth, George was here, Dr. Mopsista, and Wolfie. Beg for Mercy, Crimson Fury, Joshua, Tyrion Shark, Ruhan, Robinson, Wormskull, Dr. Mops, Crimson, Sana, Livewire, but you did say, Lady. I can stick with Lady. You said stick with Lady, so maybe I'll do that. Livewire, Tim was here, U7. Garth, Tim, Can, Grim, Caldero, Livewire, U7. No, U7. Me 7, U7. Trey, thanks again, man. I'll see you a little bit later. Rain Man. Got DC. We got Dr. Mom. Shout out to Glorfindel, who might be watching later. He's got to work on Sunday. I feel like he works every time. I feel like he's working right now, so shout out to him. He'll watch later, I know for sure. Ebony Brown, Supernova. I think Ebony was the first one here today. I can't go all the way back, but I remember that Ebony was one of the first people here. We got Chad, we got Florian, we got Lady, Rain Man. And that's as far as I can go back, so I apologize if you were here early and you didn't say much after. Thank y'all. Have a good day. You guys are the best. Switch spoilers are at about the 46-35 mark. I remember saying that now. Sometimes I have a good memory and sometimes I don't. Alright, hit that like button on the way out. Also, consider subscribing, but as soon as I talked about getting 3/4 to 10K, you know how it goes. And it happened, right? So, it is what it is. I'm not even going to mention it now. It's better when you're trying to get to some milestone. I feel like it's better to not even say anything. I've learned my lesson over the years. For some reason, people just... I don't know. You know how it goes. Not you guys, but all the casuals. It's like they're cue to go the other way. Or try to bomb a video with dislikes or something. Like, both happened as soon as I mentioned... Like, who... I don't know. There's people out there just jealous of pretty much nothing. I'm guaranteed... You're jealous of nothing. I'm not... If you even knew, you're just jealous of nothing. So, quit being jealous. Alright, y'all. Have a good one. You're the best. Peace out.